Make your double legs unstoppable by fixing these 6 mistakes. Number 1, stop finishing your double legs on your own head. 1, you might snap your neck in half, and 2, he has the ability to sprawl much better from this position than if you finish the proper way. And I'll show you what I mean. If Will has me in a double leg and he starts finishing it towards his head, I'll post my hand, I'll take a whizzer with my opposite hand, and I'll walk my feet back to a sprawl and hustle and get my score. Sometimes you see this in freestyle where people run and they flip onto their own head to get 4 points, where they're up on their feet here and they're running and they just hit a front flip. But very rarely do you see it in folk style. And even if it works for you, some of you guys are like, well, this works for me, right? Your chances of scoring are gonna be much lower if you do it that way. So if you wanna score more points, you need to drive with your head in the opposite direction. Let me show you what that looks like real quick. I shoot my double here, I pivot around, and I use my head to drive into him, and I run across the body and finish in that direction. The second mistake, you guys need to stop shooting to both knees. Your trail leg, the back leg, should never hit a knee if possible. Here's what I mean. You guys are shooting your doubles and going to both knees like this. When I hit my shot, I take a big step in, my right knee hits the mat, my trail leg, my back leg never hits a knee. It never hits the knee. It comes up just like that. And ideally, I don't even drag it across the floor. I just step it up because it's faster, right? We don't want that friction between your shoe and the floor. Big step up, boom, and pivot. And I'm not stopping right here. The leg is swinging all the way around to there. And I'm windshield wiping, pivoting on my knee. So stop shooting to both knees, only hit your forward knee, and have your back leg just swing up just like that. And then run through and finish. If you like this instructional video and you want access to my full library of Iron Faith instructional videos, as well as a community to post your matches, to ask questions, join the Iron Faith Academy. We have around 9,000 members in there, improving their wrestling faster than ever before. So if you're interested, make sure to click the link in the description and start your free trial today. Mistake number 3, stop shooting across the body. Right now, I'm directly facing Will. So it looks like this. I'm directly facing him, I'm right in front of him. If I'm gonna shoot a double, I wanna go to the side where my head's gonna be. If my head's gonna be on this side, I wanna shoot here. That way, when I get to his legs, I don't have to cut a big enough angle. I can just be ready to run through the finish. So if I shoot from this angle here, once I hit his legs, I can really step up without doing much of a pivot. If I shoot from the opposite angle here, this is gonna be very difficult to finish because I have to pivot so much to hit my finish. So if I step here, I know it's a crazy angle, but I'm trying to show you as an example. If I shoot my double here, in order to finish, I have to rotate this leg so much, and even more, to get my finish. And in order to sprawl, most people want to sprawl on top of the head. So if you're shooting from this angle here, your head ends up underneath the stomach, and when they sprawl, they're sprawling directly on top of the back of your head, which is very difficult to finish. So what I want you guys doing is find setups, for example, an elbow pass, where you can get to the side where your head should be on and attack the double from this angle, and you're gonna get your finishes success rate up a ton. Mistake number 4, stop shooting your double legs and getting your shoulder trapped in the hip. When I'm in on this double leg, my shoulder, if it's where the hip is, he can bend over and lock around either my chest or in between my legs. So if you want to prevent him bending, you need your shoulder above the hip, okay? So when I'm on this double, I want my shoulder to start sliding almost up to his armpit. Now I don't want my arms to get extended, but I don't want my shoulder low where he can lean over. Especially in freestyle, he can grab my chest and flip me over to my back. And in folk style, a lot of times you get caught in this position, locking my crotch, and you go to finish here and you struggle to finish. You might get rolled, or you have trouble hooking the legs and finishing. So when you guys hit your double legs, especially a traditional double, not a blast double, take your hands higher up on behind the hamstring and get your shoulder up towards his belly button. And even higher, bring it up. As you stand up, look at where my shoulder is. It's up into his ribs, not down here where he can lean over and wrestle me, up into his ribs. And as I finish it, so give me a little bit of sprawl. So if I was pivoting and finishing here, my shoulder and my head slide up to his armpit. So that way when I drive through to finish this takedown, my shoulder is up in his chest, his neck. It's not down in his hip where he can bend over and funk roll and grab and wrestle me from there. Mistake number 5, you have to fix. Start stepping much deeper when you're hitting your double leg. If you're hitting a blast double, you don't have to step in between the legs. You can step, a foot and a half in front and you can hit him here. Boom. Because your head has to hit here. But with a traditional double, your head's gonna be on the outside. So if I was a lefty, on the outside, so you have to get in closer. If you're stepping more shallow, so if I step like this on my traditional double, when Will goes to sprawl, I'm gonna get extended here and have to put a lot of work in to finish that takedown. But if I work on taking a bigger step, stepping towards the forward foot, as deep as the forward foot if I can, right in between these legs, big step, when he goes to sprawl, I'm in a position that I can finish very, very easily. His weight is right on my shoulder instead of extended over top like that. So start taking bigger steps, big step, push off that back leg. If you have to, step your back leg forwards so that you don't have too much of a split. Step your back leg in, push off, pull yourself in. Now I'm just moving him back. And if he goes to sprawl, I'm in a great position to run through that double and finish. And mistake number 6, stop standing up with bad posture. If I shoot in and I stand up with bad posture with my butt up like this, I'm getting tossed. So if I'm in on this double leg, I want to keep my hips underneath. I want to stand up in a squat position, a deadlift. That's kind of where I'm at. Maybe not super wide. Sumo deadlift, where you're grabbing that bar, you're lifting. That's what I'm thinking when I'm lifting on these doubles. And if he has a chest strap, and as I start coming up, my butt starts coming up, I'm gonna go down to the mat. I'm not gonna keep standing up. I'm gonna fix my posture. And you see how fixing my posture will lift him right up? That's one of the best counters to chest wraps and crotch locks is fixing your posture. Don't stand up, knee slide in. Get your hips in, pop him off the mat, get his feet off the mat, and slam him on his back. So before you stand up, knee slide in, fix your position. Even if you have to, I'll go to both knees. So if I'm here and he's in a crotch lock position and I feel really vulnerable, I'll go to both knees if I have to lift him off the mat. Slide my knees in, get my posture upright in a line like this, boom, or like this, to get his feet off the mat and finish that takedown. So those are my 6 takedowns. If you like this video and you want more help with your double leg, make sure to watch my full-length instructional video on the double leg. Click the button right in the middle.